Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present our group project assignment about Axiata Group. First, let me introduce to you our members. So firstly, you have me, Muhammad Yadi Harraz bin Abdul Hadi. And the second one, we have Muhammad Adam Haris bin Harul Rizal. And the third one, we have Muhammad Naim bin Saiful Azmi. And for the fourth one, we have Aman Farhan bin Muhammad Kaja Nasruddin Parvais. And for the fifth one, we have Muhammad Syawal bin Nur Azlan. And lastly, we have Amryl Haziran bin Rizal Aman. So what is Axiata? Axiata is one of the largest telecommunication providers in Sri Lanka. In terms of market capitalization, it is listed as one of the largest company in Colombo Stock Exchange. Similarly, it is also Sri Lanka's largest foreign direct investor with investment totaling above $2.1 billion.
Next, we want to talk about microenvironment. Microenvironment is the factors in a firm's environment which affect its performance and decision making. These elements include the firm's suppliers, competitors, the company, and others. Let's talk about the factors, shall we? Let's start with the company. In order to construct marketing strategies, marketing management must consider several groups inside a business, such as top management, finance, purchasing, manufacturing, research and development, accounting, and so on. Marketing managers must collaborate closely with them in order to make judgment on strategy and goals. Other departments such as operation, finance, legal, and human resources need to do their responsibility, which is understanding and producing consumer value when the marketing team takes the lead. Next is suppliers. They are an important component of a company total customer value network. They are the ones who supply raw materials, components, cutting tools, and other equipment to business. Marketing managers must be able to regulate the availability and cost of their suppliers. Any supply shortage or delays caused by natural disaster or others might harm sale and lead to consumer unhappiness. Example of Axiata suppliers are Watch Data Technologies, Huawei, and Cisco. Lastly, competitors are rivals who compete in the market and with the organization resources. To be successful, a firm must deliver better consumer value than its competitors. Marketers must not only aim to adapt to their target consumer requirements and desire, but also try to acquire strategic edge over their competitors by strategically placing their products in the market. In Malaysia, Axiata competitors are Digi, Maxis, U-Mobile, and other telecommunication companies.
Next, I'm going to talk about the factor that may affect Axiata Group in macroeconomy. The first factor is economic environment. Inflation and taxes affect the telecommunication industry. Inflationary impacts force Axiata Group to raise the value of the products. Taxes negatively impact business activity while they impose it to the final users or customers. The second factor is social-cultural environment. Without integration of the society, any business cannot be gain or success in life because society is the part and the parcel of the business life. The third factor is technology environment. Technology advancement has reduced the manpower, time, money, increased efficiency, skills, productivity, and speed of the works. Axiata Group improved their technology to make their business activity more efficient and effectively. Last but not least, natural environment. Climate change and global warming can be affect how telecommunications products reach customers. In terms of employment, the technology advancing, employees need to adapt to change. Axiata Group basically is a multinational telecommunication company. Climate change very important to Axiata Group. Next, I'm going to talk about the factor that may affect Axiata Group in macroeconomy. The first factor is economic environment. Inflation and taxes affect the telecommunication industry. Inflationary impact force Axiata Group to raise the value of the product. Taxes negatively impact business activity while they impose it to the final users or customer. The second factor is social-cultural environment. Without integration of the society, any business cannot be gain or success in life. Because the society is the part and parcel of the business life. The third factor is technology environment. Technology advancement has reduced the manpower, time, money, increased efficiency, skill, productivity, and speed of the work. If Axiata Group improve their technology, it will make their business activity more efficient and effectively. Lastly, natural environment. Climate change and global warming can affect how telecommunication products reach customers. In terms of employment, with technology advancing, employee needs to adapt to change. Axiata Group basically is an multinational telecommunication company. Climate change very important to Axiata Group.
Next, I'm going to talk about factors affecting consumer behavior. We have a 4 factors which is culture, social, personal and psychological. Today I'm going to talk about cultural and social. In cultural, we have a subculture, which each culture is divided into smaller subcultures that provide individuals with more specialized identification and socialization. Nationalities, religions, racial groups and geographic location all have their own subcultures. Marketers frequently build product marketing activities targeted to the needs of various subcultures which make up substantial market segment. For example, when the holiday season approach, like Hari Raya, Tahun Baru Cina and Deepavali, Axiata will offer cheap and worth data. For example, if you pay 10 ringgit, you will get internet data worth RM 40 ringgit. It makes consumer to enjoy our holiday season happily. Next, we have a social class. Virtually all humans demonstrate their social stratification. Stratification can take the form of a caste system, in which members of certain castes are reared for specific duties and are unable to change their caste membership. Stratification typically takes the form of social classes. For example, we know Celcom is very high class data from nation. Alright. Next factor, social. We are family. Family members have a significant influence on social behavior. The family is socially most important consumer purchasing organization and has been extensively studied. It is one's spouse and children who have a direct influence on one's purchasing behavior. Marketers are interested in the role and influence of the husband, wife, and children in product and service purchases. For example, Axiata offers family data plans from Celcom. Family is also the biggest influence on us because they are the human being we love the most. Family plan from Celcom is very convenient and make user prefer to use Celcom and has a fast speed data. Not only that, the price for family plan is very reasonable. Next, we have role and status. An individual participate in a variety of groups, including family, club, and organization. Role and status can be used to define a person placed in each group. A role describes the task that a person is expected to complete. Each role has a different status. A manager has a greater status than an office clerk, and a court justice has a more status than a manager.
Next, I will continue with personal and also psychological. For personal, first, we have age and stage in the life cycle. Needs of a person changes with age and at different stages of his life. Not only this, but his tastes and habits change with age for clothes, food, furniture, recreation and more. The family life cycle influences consumption level and patterns. Next, we have occupation. A company president will buy expensive suits, a travel, country club membership and large sailboat. Occupation also influences a person's consumption pattern. A blue-collar worker will buy clothes, work shoes and large boxes. Marketers try to identify the occupational group that have above average interest in their products and services. Next, we have lifestyle. A lifestyle is the person's pattern of living in the world as expressed in activities, interests and opinions. Lifestyle portrays the whole person interacting with his or her environment. People from the same subculture, social class and occupation may lead quite different lifestyles. Marketers search for relationships between their products and lifestyle groups. For instance, a computer manufacturer might find that most computer buyers are achievement-oriented. The marketer may then aim the brand more clearly at the achiever lifestyle. Next, we move on to psychological. For psychological, we have motivation. An individual have a number of needs. Some of them needs are biogenic as they arise from psychological states of tension such as hunger, thirst and discomfort. Other needs are psychogenic. They arise from psychological states of tension such as the need for recognition, esteem or belonging. A need becomes a motive when it is aroused of a sufficient level of intensity. A motive is a need that is sufficiently pressing to drive the person to act. Next, we have belief and attitude. Belief and attitude are acquired by people determines their buying behavior. A belief is a descriptive thought that a person holds about something. Beliefs may be based on knowledge, opinion, or faith. They may or may not carry an emotional charge. Manufacturers are very interested in the beliefs people carry in their heads about their products and services. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, we recommend a few methods to overcome the macro and microeconomics of Axiata. First is to listen to customers and act on feedback. A large percent of telecom customers feel lost when they encounter automated service systems and prefer a more user-friendly way to communicate with their service provider. Axiata must provide more services involving human interactions, for example, appointing multiple associates to guide customers early on before choosing a preferred telecommunication service. They should also upgrade their AI-based technology like chatbots to give quick responses to customer feedback for reducing waiting time and faster query resolution. Another recommendation is to ensure proper training and materials to staff and employees to be more productive and implement relevant loyalty programs so that they can increase customer loyalty and satisfaction. Lastly, they should create better consumer-friendly data plans because it is widely used in organizations, which can improve operations in an organization and reduce costs associated with transactions.
In conclusion, Axiata should know how to gain and attract more subscribers while knowing their status or income, because Axiata is one of the biggest telco company not only in Malaysia but also in the whole Asia. Microeconomics and macroeconomics also both play important roles in the development of a successful business. Both fields of economics reveal a company's financial problems as well as its ability to forecast the future and plan for its success. Macroeconomics and microeconomics are useful to a business since paying attention to these elements and implementing them into a company's strategy can aid in the creation of a successful and expanding business. To assure its future prosperity, XYZ employs both fields of economics. That is all from us. Thank you.